Greetings to all. Now I am speaking about national background of Canada. Indigenous people in present day Canada includes the First Nation, Inuit and Métis, the last being of mixed descent who originated in the mid 17th century. When First Nation people married European settlers and subsequently developed their own identity. The Métis and Inuit peoples. The Inuit means the people speaking the language Inuktitut. They came from Arctic, and Métis peoples they are following the culture as European and island. They are came from the two places. And Canada is a country in North America. It is the world's second largest country by total area, covering over 9.98 million square kilometers. Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories extended from the Arctic Ocean to Pacific Ocean. And their educational attainment is with 63% of young Canadians aged 25 to 34 attaining a college or university education compared with the OECD average. OECD means Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and their job attainment is distinguished by educational attainment. In 2021, about 51.7% of total high school graduation were employed in Canada. And now the Canada Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau. He is the 23rd Prime Minister of Canada. Employee benefits related policies. There are some legislation benefits which your employer must provide, specifically employment insurance. Employment insurance, that benefits level is 55% of employees. Average insured weekly earning up to a maximum amount. As of January 1, 2022, the maximum yearly insurable earning amount is 60,300 Canadian dollars, which means that an employee can receive a maximum amount of 636 Canadian dollars per week. And second one is Canada Pension Plan. The Canada Pension Plan premium 2019 and 2023, at which time both employee and employer will be contribute 5.95% up to the maximum. Income from Canada Pension Plan start as early as age 60 or deferred to age 70. And workplace insurance coverage. In these requirements and premiums for this coverage vary by industry. And all employees have the right to continue contributing and participating in the benefits plan when they take any job protected leave of absence, include pregnancy. The pregnancy leave was providing for 17 weeks, that is paid leave, and parental leave. Parental leave was given for unpaid leave, and personal emergency leave or sick leave. Personal leave, the first 3 days of leave are paid when you have 3 consecutive months of continuously employment with the same employee.
Good morning. I talk about recruitment practices and policies. Recruitment practice in Canada. Before you can hire employees in Canada, as an employer, you will need to open a payroll deduction account. To do this, must have a business number. If you don't already have a business number, you will need to get one of the customer relations and resource analysis. You can get to this in one of 3 ways. Register for business number in online, fill out form and request for a business number and mail or fax it to your nearest tax service or tax center, and then contact the CRA directly by phone during business hours. Then the hiring process in Canada. And the hiring process in Canada. Once you have registered for your payroll account and you have gone throughout the steps creating or refining jobs description, advertising the job position and interviewing prospective candidates, you have ready to make your hires. Let's look at the steps you will need to take. Ensure you have convert all your legal basis before those new hires start work, and then have the employee accept and send the job offer. The government doesn't require this, but it's all excellent idea to have the terms of work in writing. It clarifies details such as the job duties, work hours, benefits, salary, probationary period, if and avoid future misunderstanding. Of course, when hiring employees, your job offer has to meet the employee standards of your preference on territory. Then examine the employee social insurance number. Examine the employee social insurance number. The social insurance number, it is a SIN. It used to administer government benefits. As an employer, you need to view every new employee's SIN card within 3 days of the employee starting work and record the employee's name and exactly as they appear on the card. Watch for SINs that begin with the numerical. A SIN starting with the number signals a person who is not a candidate citizen or permanent resident and who is authorized to work only for a particular employee and time period under a valid employment authorization. Then have the employee fill out required forms. From the DT1, personal tax creates return determines how much tax is to be deducted from a person's employee income. A new employee has to complete the federal DT1 and the professional DT1 is more than the basic personal amount is claimed. Make sure to review information on payroll deduction including income tax, Canada pension plan, employee insurance and taxable benefits. And then communicate starting time and information to your employees. Communicate starting time and information to your employees. Is the new employee day going to start with the meeting with a supervisor or tour of the facility? Is there any special equipment they have to bring or dress code to which they need to adhere? Is there a new employee orientation session or in-house monitoring? Fill the new employee in whatever details pertain to their first day on the job will relieve their anxiety and get you both of you a good start. And then start to file for new employee. It's a good idea to start the file right when you hire new hires. As an employee, you will going to collect employee records, session time sheets and personal performance evaluation. We're going to talk about recruitment policies in Canada. To outline the principles that guide recruitment, selection, orientation, promotion and performance development process. It is to aims to attract, recruit, select, orient, promote and develop the most qualified individuals to achieve its strategic approvals and increase its reputation as an employer of choice. Then in this followings, employee application is the first. In performance development process will reflect the core values of excellence, innovation, community and diversity. And then recruitment, selection and process. It is main thing of recruiting the employees. Individual departments are responsible for the recruit and selection their part-time and casual employees. And then orientation process. It includes an overview of vision, values, strategic plan and organizational structure, a brief history of the institution, linkages to information technology services and the security and learning opportunities for employees. And then performance development and promotion process. It depends on three steps. First is provide ongoing feedback based on the program that exists for each employee group. Then second step is offering formal and informal training. Then third step is help with access to reduced rate academic courses. Thank you.
Greetings to all. I'm going to talk about the guidance of employee and policies. So, in Canadian peoples, they are following the main values and the policies and procedure. So, the first thing is creating an ethical and a high performance working environment. So, first they are mainly providing a safe and healthy working conditions, and they mainly focusing the creating jobs and that are meaningful and that contribute to the organization successful. Then their training and developments up to our people, and they mainly keeping our employees informations and encouraging our communication skills. And the Canadian peoples are mainly assume that they are a responsibility for working together and collaborations and focusing the delivery excellence service to our beneficiaries. And I'm going to talk about insurance manual. So insurance manuals, there are two types, which means first type is workplace safety, and the second is office security. So in workplace safety, what Canadian people are mainly following means HL is committed to the workplace healthy, safety and security for all HL employees and will take all the responsible steps to be prevented and the occurrences of dangerous working conditions and investing any injuries or near misses. Which means, what is mean by HL? HL means it's a health lithosis. Health lithosis means it is a ungovernment organizations. These peoples are mainly dedicated to the work and mainly focused to the HIV and AIDS, etc. And the second thing is office securities. So HL mainly premises the office securities, which means they are responsible for the control and safety and custody of the key. Then the use of a premises and afternoon and weekend to activate the relative working activities. And the third topic is manpower policy. Okay, in these situations, the manpower policies are mainly faces the two critical stages. And the first thing is the problem of the general mobilizations and both civilians and the military to assume that every person who is able to work the undertaking some form of essentials and related to the manpower policies. And the second main problem is secondly the more premises and complicated to the task of the selections and the placement. And what should be placed to the positions and where this individual ability to concentrate may to greatest effort. And the last topic is probationary period. Okay, what is meant by probationary period? Probationary period means it's a testing performance to the employees, whether our employees are doing correct or incorrect, whether our employees are fit or unfit to the society. So the first point is this gives both the new employees and the organizations a change to determining whether the employee relationship between the employees and the managers, and the provisions of the period applies to the employees. At the same time, during the 6 months of the provisions, and the employees may resign, which means they are conventionally to the employee may release the HLs. So at the any time of the reason. Thank you. And next going to present the wiki.
Discuss about training and development. Training program is a large varied include courses of other activities of high quality. In the current moderation, one of the goal training and development program is built to culture and productive learning. In 2022, McLean Company HR trend report without cost of commitment and ensure that team moves beyond the quick fixes to more centric solution with data in HR strategy. The Canada will highly develop mixed market economy. It is the 8th largest GDP by nominal GDP by PPP. PPP means public-private partnership in the and next career development policies and practices. We work with our client to develop a sustainable solution to improve career development profession and the client. We serve prepare skillful and navigate the managed transaction across the policies and work. And next, we support the employer to create decent work and workplaces, maximize satisfaction and productivity. In 2022, Canada Career Development Policies and Practices with perspective, principles, professionalism in the human resource works about training and development. Training program is large, varied, include courses of other activities of high quality. In the current moderation, one of the goal training and development program is built to culture and productive learning. In 2022, McLean Company HR trend report without cost of commitment and ensure that team moves beyond the quick fixes to more centric solution with data in HR strategy. The Canada will highly develop mixed market economy. It is the 8th largest GDP by nominal GDP by PPP. PPP means public-private partnership in the world. And next, career development policies and practices. We work with our client to develop a sustainable solution to improve career development profession and the client. We serve prepare skillful and navigate the managed transaction across the policies and work. And next, we support the employer to create decent work and workplaces, maximize satisfaction and productivity. In 2022, Canada Career Development Policies and Practices with perspective, principles, professionalism in the human resource for career development. Next, tax policies. Last year, Canadian filled almost 31 million income tax and benefit for having returned the information you need filed to your filling process much easier. We want to help you get ready in good shape in time and fill. Here will information filling COVID-19 benefits what new tax filling section in April 30, 2022 falls on Saturday. You return will consider the time of this entire falling situation and we receive it before May 2022. It postmarked on before May 2022. You have until June 15, 2022. You return this if spouse or common self-law. In June 1552, Canada will most celebrated for this tax freedom day. That's it.
Hello to everyone. My topic is about nature of work, safety and manufacturing companies in Canada. Under Part 2 of the Canada Labour Code, employees are required to protect the health and safety of employees at work by ensuring the employees' complaints, including refusals to work, and accidents and injuries are properly investigated in there. They are in the companies. They regulating workplace safety, and in Canada they follow the Employment and Safety Development Committee. They finalize some cases is in occupational health and safety. They finalize their cases within 120 days, and they count some percentage in that. In 2017 to 2018, they finalized 80% of their 80% of cases. Canada still accounts for approximately $174 billion Canada dollar in the GDP, more than their 10% of the total GDP of the whole country. More than 1.7 billion jobs are kept and maintained through many of the manufacturing industries in Canada. Manufacturing companies themselves have become more industrialized over the years with higher technology and innovations brought into the sector with the help of researchers, programs, engineers and entrepreneurs. Working conditions in Canada. Working conditions are the demands of environment and terms of a job that infuse the satisfaction of employees. Firms may compete to attractive conditions to attract their retained talent. This law is the many justifications defines a minimum set of working conditions that employees must provide. They follow some factors like conditions like hygiene factors, remuneration, profit sharing, work-life balance, performance management, and etc. Hygiene factors is an office worker may expect a comfortable chair and their lunch break. Remunerations means it provides a wage that is competitive given by the talent of an individual and the demands of a job. And then a profit sharing plans that allow employees to share in the success of a firm. Work-life balance. The employee feels the job complements and support the quality of their life and opposed to the reducing it. And then a performance management. The process of setting goals, evaluating performance, rewarding performance, promoting people. Working hours in Canada. They are working either 8 hours per day or 7.5 hours per day. If they exceed this 8 hours or 7.5 hours per day, these are the employees satisfy the Ministry of Labor and also have to apply 60 days in advance to get a permission to exceed these hours. and their full-time employment as for 30 hours per week or 40 hours in between the compensation, and a part-time employment is working less than 30 hours per week. And if the labor code allows 30 minutes of break for consecutive working hours in Canada, overtime job, they got a salary like 1.5 times the employee standard compensation, and it's typically paid after 8 hours per day or 40 hours per week if they are working in overtime in the company. And my next is continued by Vignesh Kumar.
Greetings to all and present here. Now I share about minimum wages of in Canada. The general minimum wages of Canada is 14.35 per hour, $14.35 per hour. Student minimum wages is 13.50 per hour. The means students means the below 17 age peoples are called student. Requires several minimum wages is $12.55 per hour. Hunting, fishing and wilderness guides minimum wages is 71.75. If the person work continuously 5 hours, they give minimum wages for $71.75. If they work more than 5 hours continuously, they give $143.45 for the employees. Home workers wages 15.80 per hour. The if the employee work overtime, they give the 1.5 times the regular hourly rate. They recording paid annual and holiday leave. Employee should receive the amount of pay. If the country give the public holiday, the employee must give the pay for their employees. Next one. Compensation. All Canadian employees have the access to healthcare benefits to the country social security system. Every resident also have the medical care card for free healthcare and child care benefit in their particular province. If any employee continuously works 6 months and then he is the pregnant woman, she is the pregnant stop and run. Pregnant employees are entitled to up to 17 weeks of maternity leave if they have worked continuously 6 months. Next one, all employees get paid time off for 4 federal public holidays. The 4 public federal holidays means Labor Day, Canada Day, New Year and Christmas. In Canada, the National Statutory Pension Plan requires an employee contribution 5.45% of 2021. For employment insurance, employer have to contribute 1.4 time period of workers' premium. Trade unions in Canada, under labor legislation, there are procedure to which a trade union can take step to become recognized as a bargaining unit on behalf of the group of employees. On trial, the trade union must have the support of 40% of the employees. The union has certain rights to protect their employees. They have the rights to bargain to their employees for terms and conditions, and they have the rights to, if any problem arises, they ask question against their employees. Next, termination in Canada, the employer terminate the any person. Before the termination, they make this step to proactive the poor performance, manage the employee. If they do the same thing, the employer can terminate the employee. But the employer before the termination, they give termination notice before 1 to 8 weeks. If the certain condition, the employee immediately terminate the employee. Such things are theft, harassment, discrimination, etc. Next one, strike. Strike includes a refusal of work by employees and a shutdown of work. The Canada Labour Code contains exclusive provision to assist parties to resolve the dispute. The both parties appointment of counseling officers, counseling boards and commissioners and mediators of Federal Medication and Counseling Service of Labour Canada. The members are assist the both side viewpoint, and they give the solution for this problem. But the both parties are agree that statement. The state does not conduct, but they disagree their point. Which party make to conduct the strike, they fill the application, and then the board will give the acknowledged receipt, and then the parties give the notice before the strike for the opposite parties. Next one, layoff. The employer make a layoff for a variety of reasons of that time. Under the ABRET law, unless a collective agreement state otherwise, a layoff notice must be given to the employer. Generally, layoff are limited to 60 to 120 days period. The employee generally is not entitled to pay during the layoff period. If the employee is recalled within this time period, the employment continue. If the employee is not recalled within this time, the employment relationship is deemed to be terminated. Resignation. Common law in Canada requires you to give the employer reasonable notice of resignation. It may depend on your role and place in the hierarchy of the company. In Canada, common law dictates you must provide the resignation letter and also give the resignation notice before the 2 weeks of your resignation date. There are some circumstances where reasonable notice and the common law may be displaced if the employment on the basis of contract. And next one, exit policy. When your employee leaves the organization, the employer must issue the record of employment and conducting the exiting interview. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I am here to present HR general policies and practices performance appraisal in Canadian companies. First one is HR general policies in Canada. Human resource policies is the leading source for up-to-date model policies and commentary based on Canadian companies and best practices. Thousands of organizations depends on Policy Pro to ensure their policies and procedures are up to date and meet the minimum legal requirements. The Canadian companies can mainly use these same kind of policies. First one is employment policies, next one benefit policies, and the last one is health and safety policies. And first one is employment policy. That means that can provide employment principles, terms and conditions, gift, favors and entertainment. It means some companies can, all companies have their kind of principles that can help to improving the performance level of your employees, and that can help to improving the productivity of their employees into the organization. And next one is terms and conditions that can help to supporting their terms and conditions of an organizational employees, and that can help to improving the self-confidence level and performance level of their employees. And next one is gift and favor and entertainment. Some organization can provide gift voucher and some kind of gift to their employees to improving their performance and their good performing levels. And entertainment programs. Some organization can conduct some games, role plays, and providing television programs to their employees to improving their efficiency of work. And next one is health and safety. It means health and safety principles that can help to protecting the employees to a workplace, and controlling the level of injuries and other problems into the organization. And next one is accident and injury reporting. That means the management can directly inform the injuring problems in the organization, that can help to reducing the injuring problem into the organization. And accident investigation and work from home facilities to the employees. Accident investigation, it means organization can identify and clarify which is the reason to the injuries and how to solve that problem. And next one is work from home facilities. It means some times some organization can provide work from home facilities to the employees. It is mainly come under the IT structure organizations. Next one is performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is the clarification and understanding the performance level of the employees into the organization. Performance appraisal is mainly based on yearly based practices. Canadian companies can mainly use this eight kind of performance appraisal method. First one is management by objectives. It means that the manager employee can communicate the employees their organization goals and objectives to the employees. That can help to improve the performance level of the employees. And next one is 360-degree feedback. It includes the feedback of customers, management, employees team, and that can help to understand the performance level of employees. And next one is assessment center method. It's a type of role play method. It is mainly used the role play, and it can help to understanding the needs and training needs, development and training needs of the employees. And employees can directly inform their performance level into the organization. And next one is behaviorally accurate rating scale method. It means quantitative and qualitative data to determine the behavior potential to the employees. It can help to potential behavior, understanding potential behavior to the employees. And next one is human resource accounting method. It means it is a calculation of monetary policies and employees contribution to the organization. Next one is psychological appraisal. It means potential performance and components rather than previous achievement. That means the management can identify the previous achievement of the how to perform it. And next one is customer review. It is the main appraisal method that can help to the management can include customer in assessment process. It can help to understand the behavior of customers, employees' behavior toward the customers. And next one is project evaluation appraisal. It means the management review employees' responsibilities and evaluating based on how they perform their task and achievements. They can evaluate the current performance of their employees and how to achieve their goals and how to perform it here task. That means project evaluation appraisal.